right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGCast episode number 473. I'm your host, Cheapy here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we are joined by a man who, like everyone else, just wants to know how he can order one of these stupid classic NESs, Wombat.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to pull that off. I don't know if any, do you think they're going to have enough in stores, or is it going to be like one per store?
No. Shipwreck knows the answer. Shipwreck, what's the answer?
Yeah, I know. What's the
They're
answer?
not going to have enough of these things.
Because they're too conservative with their production.
They're too conservative with their production. They're only charging $60 for it. So, yeah.
So good luck, everybody.
Right. That
I'll enjoy
and
using
good luck
it in
with
March.
finding a Hatchimal.
Gotta follow at Video Game Deals.
When does that come out? Next week?
Yeah, I mean, it comes out like incredibly soon. Nobody knows how to buy one.
Yeah.
It's very
They sent
strange.
review units out for everybody, I guess, now.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people talking about the units they have. Bunch of jerks.
They don't have to worry about it.
Kind of ridiculous how short the cables are on these things.
I saw those pictures. That's nuts.
Both the... Did I read that it doesn't come with a power adapter? It just comes like with a USB cord?
Is it powered via the...
By USB
Oh, wait,
cable?
no. It wouldn't be powered by the USB cord.
Sure it could
Weird.
be.
No, it is. It's powered by the
yeah.
USB cord.
I mean, it's not...
It needs a little transformer to go into the wall.
That's what I mean, yeah.
But you can get those
I
anywhere.
guess, could you plug the if your TV has a USB, could you...
Yep.
Okay.
Possibly.
All right. I mean, I guess there's something.
But
I could play it on my... I could plug it into my laptop.
You're still going to buy one if you have the chance. I mean, we can...
Oh, yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
We can complain about the controller length for 20 minutes.
I
but-
see it in a store. It goes in the cart. It's not like it's... We're not second-guessing this.
They'll make a controller longer.
I don't know. I guess if I see one there, I would buy it, but it just doesn't do a lot for me.
Don't you have a summer home somewhere?
Right. If I had a summer home where I needed to have my portable Nintendo, then sure. Why can't they just release these 30 games on a disc for those of us that actually bought the Wii U?
Screw you guys. Buy our new shit. We need you. We're counting on you. You're the lifeblood of Nintendo's business. The people who buy everything. Can't you just keep buying everything?
I sure. Fine, Nintendo. I will keep buying.
Come on. We're Nintendo. Just buy everything. Do
That's
it for
their
Mario.
slogan.
Without us, no Zelda. No Mario. Just buy everything.
No Metroid. Oh, wait. There is no Metroid.
Oh, wow. That was a lot of video game talk for the beginning of a show.
I know, right? 3 minutes in, we talked about games.
I'm sorry. Should we talk about Halloween to get that dirty game taste out of our mouths?
Totally. What did you do?
We went trick-or-treating. We had our first suburban trick-or-treating.
How's your neighborhood for that?
So our direct neighborhood, like, you know, our street is not good because there's only limited sidewalks and it's very hilly. So it's not people's first choice when it comes to trick-or-treating. However, that being said, about a mile away or less, about a mile, I would say, is fantastic trick-or-treating. And all the houses...
Did you have to drive there?
Yeah, but it was close. I mean, it's a mile.
Nope. I'm already out.
All right. Well,
trick-or-treating you have to drive to is...
But I'm
lame.
telling you, let me just explain this to you.
Okay.
All the this is like it's a known spot. It reminded me of Tokyo in a way because it was a known spot that people go to. Because I guess there's a lot of areas that don't have sidewalks and they have no place to trick or treat. So the houses there make a big deal out of it and they put up really good decorations and the houses are very close together as well. So you can really be efficient and the streets are long and it just seems to go forever. And all you see is it's just nonstop trick or treating.
Kind of like, it sounds almost like my streets.
Yeah. I mean, the house, it's similar the way the houses are close to each other. I don't know what the trick or treating is like in your neighborhood, but it was intense here.
You know what 4th of July is like?
It's like that. So it's the same.
It's kind of the same. There's a lot of competition between people that aren't me.
How many people dressed up as Hillary in prison suits?
I saw two.
Two prison.
Two Hillary in Prisons jumpers. But we had a lot. The way I describe my neighborhood on Halloween, it's a lot like E.T.
Okay.
You know the E.T. trick-or-treating scene?
Yes.
Where there's just kids just roaming all over the streets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it's like around here.
Yeah.
And we went in a group. There was like 6 kids. It's a good time. My kids got a lot of candy. Sabrina got tired and cold, so she came home. But and we just leave a bucket because we're all out. We just put a bucket on the porch and put a little sign up that says, please take 3. And that's it.
We did the same thing.
Yeah.
I had a Camp and Kev. Do you remember the Windows 7 Whopper video?
Yeah, you talked about him last week.
Yeah, he stayed with us, and his family went trick-or-treating. And, he lives in Tokyo. I don't think they go trick-or-treating, probably. And my friend Kev is very, down on America whenever he comes to visit. It always reaffirms his choice to live in Japan, as he has for the last 25 years. Every time you're waiting in line at the drugstore, every time people are rude, it just, there's a lot of ways for you to be reaffirmed in that belief. But he couldn't believe the trick-or-treating. He grew up in New Jersey, and I guess the houses were more spread out. He just couldn't get over it. And his wife, who's Japanese, brought candy and was handing out candy to the houses. So the kids would come up to the houses to do trick or treat, and then the mom would give candy to the other moms who were giving out candy. They were very confused.
I would be too.
But it was cool. I mean, I would like that.
How was Shipwreck's Halloween? You didn't even ask him. That's very rude.
We're getting there.
It's the same as always. It's good. Ohio is good for trick or treating.
There you go.
I live in a large neighborhood, and yeah, it's like the ET scene. It's trick or treat time.
You didn't want to talk about my Vision costume?
Your Vision costume was. Yeah, it was nice. I liked it.
So fucked. His face was all messed up. It looked like if you sort of squint when you look at it, it looks good. But if you actually make direct eye contact, like the side of my face is caved in, it looks like Vision just got his ass kicked badly. And
which,
also,
if you were Vision, would probably be the case. And
also, Vision wasn't meant to be 6'4", and I had to turn the boots, the bottom part of the costume inside out, just because it was really short. But it was fun. And Ty dressed up as Falcon, and Mrs. Cheapy dressed up as Black Widow. And her costume came out awesome. And I take full responsibility and credit for that because I bought all the accessories as well, in addition to the costume. And it was just a great time.
Did you see the pictures of Sabrina as the skeleton with the makeup?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh, I posted a picture of Sabrina with her skeleton makeup on. I stayed home from work.
I must have seen it.
I stayed home from work on Monday because my wife had to work late, and if we weren't going to just both work late and not have our kids trick or treat, I took the shot and used a vacation day, and I didn't mind. And we're getting ready to go trick-or-treating. The kids had come home from school. And Sabrina, who had a costume at the last minute, decided because she had these cool skeleton pajamas that she wanted to be a skeleton. And we had no makeup to be a skeleton, so I had to improvise the whole setup using makeup found around the house and baby powders and all sorts of household items. So if you get a chance, check out her skeleton makeup that I improvised on my own in the house.
You use borax? In about
15 minutes.
Borax mixed with
it was mostly
powder.
Poison, lots of rat poison.
She's shrinking now?
Yeah, whatever. It was worth it. It was Halloween. She got compliments at every house we went to about how great her makeup looked. And she would turn around and point to me and she goes, "My daddy did it." So I was very, very proud.
My little Ewok was just cleaning up everywhere.
I'm sure.
I did see a guy dressed up. He was giving out candy, and he was dressed up as Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds?
And it was awesome. He looked just like him. And nobody knew who he was, of course. So I whispered to Ty, I said, after you get the candy, say, "Thanks, Ogre." And he did it. And the guy was like, "Wait, what? You know who I am?" And then, I waved to him.
Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think of any really cool costumes I saw when I was out. Nothing Nothing jumping out at me.
I was going to have him say ogre, you asshole, but I thought that might be inappropriate for a 9-year-old.
Probably.
For the
A little
proper-
bit.
For the
But
proper.
the best thing I saw was a guy dressed like Shrek, and he had an iPhone with a speaker that was just playing Smash Mouth on repeat while he walked around.
I'm sure that didn't get annoying.
I wasn't by him that often, but it made me laugh.
Oh,
There was a group of girls, and all 5 of them were dressed as Suicide Squad Harley Quinn.
yeah, I saw at least one. I think that was
just
the
all 5
costume.
of them.
Yeah,
And
of course.
Like, really?
I think that's the most popular costume this year.
I know, and we did Harley Quinn last year before it was cool. We're
Shit.
trendsetters in my house.
Oh, we saw one girl who was probably about Ty's age. I think she was just dressed as a princess or something, but she had a fully motorized, like buggy, like a car that she was driving on the sidewalk. It took up the entire sidewalk. You know what I'm talking about? Those battery powered.
A power wheel.
wheel.
Okay. It's something that I always wanted when I was a kid, and I never was
They're
able
called power wheels.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay, Power Wheels. Yeah, and it was a big one.
You
It
can
looked
come
like
drive ours around. Do you like the Barbie Jeep?
Yeah, she had this, and
Power
she was
Wheels.
just going house to house on the wheel. I mean, the houses are so close together. And my friend Kevin, in from Tokyo, saw that, and he's like, oh, now I've seen everything. Then about 5 minutes later, I look over, and
Power wheels have been around for 35 years, if not longer.
yeah, but taking them trick or treating from just like you're not in like the boonies here. You're in the houses
in my
are right next
neighborhood-
door to each other.
People in my neighborhood take their golf carts, and the parents drive the kids around on the golf carts, and then drive them up to the house. They get up, run up to the door, get the candy, come back to the golf cart, and then they go on to the next house.
But the houses are much different. They're much bigger. I mean, the land is much bigger.
Sure. I think they were going to get enough candy if they just walked, though.
Right. Well, they're just crazy. But then we looked over later and we saw the mom, the Asian mom. It was an Asian girl. The Asian mom who was dressed up as a cat, I guess, or a Catwoman. I don't know. She was just riding on the back as the daughter was driving. It was just like, I don't know. It's a really weird scene. I don't understand why people can't just walk to get their candy.
I don't know. We went to one house, and my wife knew the people there, and they gave us booze. So that was my favorite house.
Yeah, there was one house with coolers, I think. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It was fun, though. We really had a good time. And I ate a lot of
Excellent.
Ty's candy, which was great.
Mm-hmm. It's the best part.
I have some big news. I have some news that a lot of people were probably anxiously awaiting. I spotted the mailman yesterday delivering the mail, and he did not have to get out of the truck. The mailbox was properly installed, just rolled down that window, and boom, popped it in. But our mailman listeners might be a little peeved to learn that he did a 3-point turn in my driveway to get out of there, which I learned is a no-no from our many mailman listeners. So he seemed happy though that he didn't have to get out of the car, but he did have to get out of the car to deliver to the next house. So there you go. The system works. Good job, everybody. How about some show feedback?
Sure. Christian GBP or K-Sex on Twitter said, I just wanted to say the PSVR surprise was real good. It felt unexpected, and you might think I'm exaggerating, but it was as cool as a Game of Thrones twist episode, Red Wedding or something. I laughed wholeheartedly so hard with the reveal. Anyways, love the show as always, but this one was pretty great. Greetings from Ecuador.
See, we're as good as Game of Thrones. Not just as good as Game of Thrones, as good as
Regular Game of Thrones or Ecuadorian Game of Thrones? Because I feel like that's a different show.
No, and not just as good as Game of Thrones, as good as Game of Thrones' best episodes. That's what he's saying.
I know.
That's what our Ecuadorian friend is saying. So yeah, I mean, it was fun. I had a good time with the reveal. We're going to talk about PSVR more in this episode.
Can't wait.
It's
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy it. Actually,
I could use the nap.
actually, Wombat, I guarantee you will be interested, and Shipwreck, I guarantee you will laugh.
Excellent.
Good enough. I saw they had restocked those a little bit. I was seeing launch console or launch, whatever you want to call these things.
Bundles.
Launch bundles, yes. I was seeing those back in stock, and others were reporting they were as well.
Were we expecting those that to happen? I can't remember.
I'm kind of surprised that the launch bundles came back, and I don't know. There was enough reports of it that I don't think it was people bringing them back that were trying to sell them, because the market on these things is non-existent on eBay. You're going to lose money if you try to sell one of these things right now.
Okay, yeah.
But I think this was a new shipment of them. I don't know how big of a shipment. I know my Target got one of them back in, and it was gone the next day. So somebody's buying them.
All right. You're going to keep going back and counting. How many are left?
None of the launch.
Oh, none.
They still have. I mean, Target only has like room for like 2 of these things at a time. So they still have the non-bundled edition.
Gotcha. Okay, good. I like these Target reports. I admit I go into Best Buy once a week because it's by my ping pong place, but I go in there just to see what's going on.
Yeah,
a la Shipwreck.
That's what I do. I go into stores to see what's going on.
It's fun.